I am Batman. Average Sniper.
What's up, everybody? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds video. This time I'm playing on Xbox One X with my buddy Gary, and this was one of the most insane matches I've ever had. I wanted to share this with you guys because it was just awesome. So I'm just going to give you a walkthrough of what was happening, what was going through my head as I played the game. Fortunately, I was not recording game audio, so you don't have to hear me and Gary yelling back and forth at each other in crazy confusion about which guy to shoot, and I'll just tell you what was going through my head at the time and the teamwork we used to get there. So right off the bat, I was being aggressive. I picked up a pistol, but I picked the wrong one up. I wanted to get the 9mm pistol, but I got this one. I ended up running out of bullets and didn't have any left, and this guy downed me. Now, of course, I'm wondering where Gary is. I'm like, Gary, where are you, dude? This guy, he downed me. Honestly, I've been asking Gary for help ever since the parachute came down. I don't know what he was doing, but here he comes in with the pistol. There's the guy right behind him. He shoots a whole bunch of bullets. I'm not sure if he hits him or not, but the guy basically gets away. So I decided to crawl over to this guy and basically tell him, you know what, dude? It's going to be okay. We're both down, you know, and he headbutts me a little bit, but I think he understood that I meant well. And then I turn around and I see Gary. I'm like, Gary, you know what? Come kill this motherfucker. I changed my mind. So Gary comes over, bashes the dude's brains in, and that was that. Then he starts to revive me, okay? And I'm thinking, I hear this guy. I hear the footsteps. Then I see him coming. He's got a crowbar. I'm like, Gary, he's got a crowbar. Smacks Gary in the back. Gary's like, I ain't having it, bro. I'm not having it today. Gary puts him down with the crowbar. Okay, now that is a boss move. That is a boss move right there. Props to Gary. Props to Gary. That was a real shaky start. A real shaky start. So we heard some gunfire over here, and I don't like it when I get downed. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna play like a maniac. So I get over here. I try to shoot the down guy, but I see there's a guy that's up, so I take him out. The other guy manages to kill that guy, but they're both dead. I know there's still a guy around, but I needed to get some loot because I wanted more than just a micro Uzi. So then fast forward a little bit. Here's the other guy. He's on the roof of the church. Doesn't care that his buddy is dead. He's just looting around. I do a little bit of potato shooting at him. Sometimes I don't know why bullets don't register. I'm telling you. I don't know. I know all those shots shouldn't have registered. Some of them were off, but some of them were right on him. I don't know. But anyway, this guy starts running. I'm yelling at Gary. I'm like, Gary, he's over here, bro. He's over here. And I'm still in super aggressive mode. I've only got 21 rounds left in my AK, but I do have a micro Uzi. Gary puts most of the bullets into him, but I finish him off with that last AK round there. Get a little bit more loot, and then we will skip ahead because we don't want to show all the boring looting. We decided to get a motorcycle. I don't know why Gary let me drive, because we had just come from a game where we both got killed because I wrecked the motorcycle. So bad move letting me drive, Gary. And we almost end up dying, actually. I told Gary, I'm like, you think just because we died I'm gonna slow down? I don't slow my motorcycle game down for anyone, bro. For anyone. I don't do it. So we end up tearing across the map on this motorcycle. I think I'm 3 kills in. I think Gary's probably 1 or 2 kills in at this point, and we're just having a good time. You know, we recovered from our Severny incident where we both had pistols and Gary had to crowbar that guy, and feeling pretty good about our accomplishment in looting that city, even though there wasn't that much loot, and making it out of there alive with a few kills under our belts. So I decide, you know what? We're on a motorcycle. I'm gonna hit a crazy jump. Hit this jump, land it just pretty perfectly, but this next one messes me up because we slam into a tree, lose most of our health. I'll edit out the part where we're healing here, but we decided to get back on the half health bike and continue our journey at full speed. Full speed. Whenever you're on a bike, you have to go full speed. You can't drive that thing slow. You know what I mean? It's not an option. You have to drive the thing full speed. You have to hit every jump you see, and that's just really all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So I see a guy in the courtyard right there, and I decide to stop. Perfectly executed stop. Whoop. Gary goes flying. I jump off. I run to the side. Gary's fighting this dude, and he gets shot. There's another dude that I didn't see over to the side there. He almost gets me. Double barrel, or actually I think that was an S12K shotgun he was shooting at me. And then this other guy comes around the side. Oh, I thought I was dead, but I went for it and killed him with only like 2% health left. Then I'm like, Gary, I got him, bro. I'm trying to comfort Gary here because he's really freaking out. He's like screaming. You know, he's like screaming, I'm dying. I was shooting them. I'm dying. I swear I was shooting them. I'm dying. He gets up. He's fine. He's like, I need to heal. I need to, the blue's coming. I'm like, Gary, we're in the safe zone, bro. We're in the safe zone. Calm down. He's like, okay. So we calm down. We hear some cards coming in. I decide I need to grab some more 5.56 as soon as possible. And before I can do that, I see the cars, and it looks like they're stopping right in front of us to have a little shootout. So luckily I'm able to take one of the guys out with the red dot scope. But Gary has a 4x scope, so I've got to rely on him to take the rest of the guys out. I'm trying to do precision shooting here, but I start to get annoyed with that. And I decide, you know what? I'm just going to need to blow that car up. Me and this, we're done. This car's getting blown up. I blow the car up, don't get any kills. They must have realized what was happening and moved away from the car. I look down at my bullets. I'm like, I have 1 bullet left. Fortunately, this guy had a level 3 helmet and some 5.56 for me. But before I can finish looting, some other asshole starts shooting at me. So I run in front of Gary, stupidly, because he almost gunned me down right there. And like a pro, Gary takes him out. I run out here to get some more 5.56 to help, but Gary's already got the job done. However, we've still got that pesky guy at the Jeep to worry about. I see him, I call him out. Gary pulls that 4x scope out and takes the dude out, and you see Gary just drop 3 kills up there in the kill feed. So now it's definitely time to loot. I'm going to edit that part out. While we were looting, towards the end of it, I hear a car driving out of the blue. I'm thinking to myself, this guy must be weak if he's driving through the blue, so I'm going to try and headshot him out of the car. I start go for precision shots. He starts swerving, so I just start shooting all over the place. Luckily, one of my bullets hits him. Actually, 2 bullets hit him. I think the first one hit him in the head, and the second one made contact with his neck because he died. He was instant, so he did not have a teammate. So a little bit more looting and then moving on. Now we've each got quite a lot of kills, so we're like, let's play a little seriously now. No more messing around on the motorcycle. Let's actually go for this chicken dinner, see how many kills we can get. Right here I see a guy standing at the tree. Looks like he's fighting somebody else. So I run up behind the shed, line up that little headshot, shoot him in the head, and then just wreck him. And then I tell Gary, you know what, there's some guys down this hill he was shooting at. I'm not sure where they are, but we need to go up to this ledge and see, because we do not want them having a peak advantage standing at the edge of the ledge just watching us. So we're looking around for him, and all of a sudden I see him by the tree down there, and it looks like he sees us too in just a second here. He's got a teammate out there too. So I potatoed him, missed every shot on that one, was disappointed. I remember yelling out to Gary, I missed every shot, fuck! And then see him come to this side of the tree. I warm him up a little bit for Gary, and Gary ultimately ends up taking him out. Right when I go to throw the grenade, Gary got him down, and then I see there's another guy out there. I'm like, shit, where am I getting shot from? I'm pretty hysterical when I'm playing with Gary, just like making sure Gary knows everything he's fault. Gary, there's a guy shooting at me. What are you doing? So this dude's pretty much lighting me up, and right when I start to get closer, I see that he's behind that tree out there, and Gary had been telling me, you know, he's behind the tree. I just had to figure out exactly which one it was, and then I go for the painkiller, because I hate having low health. I just hate that, and I feel like I can't kill anybody with low health in this game. Maybe that's stupid, I don't know, but it's good to have high health. Anyway, Gary ends up, oops, sorry, my phone's starting to ring there. Gary ends up taking this guy out right there. Man, Gary is on fire. I'm feeling like I have 8 kills. Gary must have a lot too, because he's just killing them. So we move on. We take some cover in the new safe zone. I see some guys down here that just blew up a truck, and they're fighting. They get in their buggy, and I just start unloading at them. It's really hard to see them through the tree, so I just start unloading. And I think they're driving away, but then I start listening, and I'm like, no. I was like, Gary, they're coming right for us, bro. I don't think they understood that where these shots were coming from. Either that or they're just stupid. So they drive right up to us, and I end up shooting them both out of the car and then blowing the buggy up. At first I thought the buggy explosion killed them, then I realized that they both actually got downed by the M4. So I was like, oh man, that made me feel real good. We move on. We get into another gunfight here very shortly after blowing the buggy up. And I see a guy out here, down him pretty easily on the tree, and then I catch his buddy out in the field. His buddy tries to run away. Me and Gary are both shooting at him. I end up getting that last bullet in for 12 kills. Now there's only 13 left, so we're only dealing with 11 enemies, and me and Gary are basically like, we have to win this. We can't have come this far and got this many kills, you know, without getting the win. So I'm thinking to myself, we're going to have to play this like real strategically here. We're going to keep being aggressive, but keep playing. At this point, Gary's taking some damage. I'm watching our back. Gary tells me there's a guy running out of the blue, so I turn around. I see him. He's a pretty easy kill. The blue ends up downing him, so I just take advantage of that and make sure I get the kill for it. I see his buddy off to the right there, but in the actual game I didn't, and Gary ended up killing him, which could have saved my ass because I wasn't sure who Gary was shooting at there. I didn't see him on my own screen. We heal up, we boost up, we move on. We hear some gunshots up here to the east, and as I get close, I see a crate here, and I'm like, ooh, let me check this out, grab some boost, grab some ammo, whatever I can, and then I see the guy. He goes prone right in front of me. I shoot through the grass, and I get the kill, even though I could barely see him. So then we fall back. We fall back a little bit here, and I've edited out the boring parts so you don't have to watch all of them. We fall back to the edge of the blue, and we start to hear more gunshots. So at this point, there's only 5 enemies left. 7 total, 5 enemies left. We decide to start running towards the gunshots, and right here I see the guy on the tree. I get a good headshot on him. I end up downing him. I don't know why he didn't go down after the headshot and the body shot. I think I hit him in the shoulder or something, and it didn't do as much damage. But we started taking shots from over here, and I see the guy. I go up with the ump. Try and take him out, but I end up doing a little bit of potato aim here and unable to finish the job. At this point, Gary has been downed, I'm pretty sure, by that guy. So I decide to back off and hope that the guy doesn't chase us. I go up to this tree and I pop a med kit. And if you watch Gary's health, you see it's going down really quick. So I'm trying to get this med kit off so that I can fight somebody if I have to. And I need to heal Gary. So I switch over immediately right when he's about to die. I get the revive. I was so happy. I hate it when my teammates die, but sometimes you can only do so many things at once. Gary gets revived. He's super stoked about that. He was like, dude, I'm going to die. I'm dying. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks. So he's revived me. I've revived him. This is teamwork at its finest, bro. Chickens fly together, even though chickens really don't fly. They fly together. You know what it means. Chickens stick together. If you want to get chicken dinners, you stick together. So now there's 6 left total. We got 4 enemies to deal with, and this part is so crazy. I see the guy's head right up here. I'm like, Gary, he's in the bush. And as I get closer, I see he's not in the bush. He's actually closer to the edge of the smoke. So I decided to just go full auto with the ump. Since he's so close, I get him, and then I reload the ump. But while I'm reloading, I see a guy in the edge of the blue, or the smoke right there. I chuck the grenade in there, and I tell Gary, don't go in the smoke. There's a live grenade. I make sure he knows that. Grenade goes off, kills both of those guys. Now we're dealing with 2 more people. I remember where the shots came from, so I look out here in the field, and I see him snaking through the grass, little sneaky snake. He dies instantly, which tells me there's only 1 enemy left. So at this point, I start to move towards where that guy was because I figure the enemy probably won't be too close. Otherwise, they would have fought each other. And I tell Gary, I'm like, Gary, let's get real close together. So if this guy pops out and kills one of us, the other one can take him down and we can get this dinner. So I'm pretty experienced with these small circles, and I know enemies like to hide over ledges. So as soon as I saw this ledge, I thought, there he is. I saw him. I called him out to Gary, and then I was like, what am I doing? I'll just shoot him. That was 18 kill chicken dinner. Gary ended up with 7 kills, 25 kills total, guys. Like this video if you enjoyed, and please subscribe for more content. Later, everybody.